Dear students, good morning to all. As you know that in the previous lecture we have covered east flowing rivers and particularly we have focused on Godavari, Krishna and Bhima rivers. Today we have to see the Tapi and Purna river. So let us see what are the characteristics of these two rivers and how they are flowing, where it arises and how much is the catchment area of these particular rivers. So uh, although there is a Tapi, Purna and Konkan rivers for the study of west flowing rivers, but today we have to cover only Tapi and Purna river. So let us see about the Tapi river. Tapi river have a source in Satpura ranges and flows westward. The Tapi is the longest of the entire west flowing rivers in Maharashtra and second longest flowing river in India. It is a very specific characteristics of Tapi river that it is the longest river, west flowing river in Maharashtra and it is the second longest river in India because it travels too much distance in the part of Maharashtra. It originates at Multai in Baitul district of Madhya Pradesh and flows for a distance of about 724 km. Before it meets the Arabian Sea near Surat in Gujarat state, it may Gujarat before it meets to the Arabian Sea. Its main tributary is Purna. So it is the first and most important tributary of the Tapi. Tapi and Purna meet at Changdev at Muktainagar Taluka district Jalgaon. So here it confluence to the Tapi. Purna confluence to the Tapi at Muktainagar, particularly in district Jalgaon. Tapi river spreads over the district of Jalgaon, Dhule, Nandurbar, Akola and Amravati. Since there are 5 districts uh, where it flows and it gives us water or it gives irrigation to the crops. The basin has occupied the area of 52,226 square kilometer. This river crosses the distance of 208 kilometers in Maharashtra. It crosses the distance of 65 kilometers at the northern border of Amravati district and enters the Baranpur district of Madhya Pradesh. Means there is a variation of the districts as well as variation in the states even from which it flows. Then it enters in the Jalgaon district and further flows to Dhule and Nandurbar district. Lastly, it enters the state of Gujarat and meets the Arabian Sea. Means if you see the states, it flows from 3 states, particularly Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. So there is a differences in the states according to the flows of Tapi river. So this is the map of Tapi river. You can see here this is the lower Tapi basin which is indicated by yellow color. This is the middle Tapi basin which is indicated by blue color, and it is the upper Tapi basin which is indicated by the pink color. So this is the origin of the Tapi river, and from this direction to this direction means from east to west it flows, and thus there are many rivers which meets to the main river, that is Tapi. These are again some rivers which meets to the main channel, and according to that it flows towards west side and then meets to the Arabian Sea. This is the indication of Surat city. Here you can see that is grey shaded dot or grey shaded spot is here where there is a Surat city, and this is the river gauge station, particularly shown by a triangle. This is blue color indicating basin or flow or the channel of the Tapi basin. Small blue color line is indicating the tributaries. This is the Ukai reservoir, you can see over here, and these 3 colors are indicating particular basin, lower, middle and upper basin of Tapi river. So this is the map of Tapi river. Tapi River receives many tributaries from the north and south. As you know that this river flows in this direction from east to west. So most of the rivers meets from north to south and from south to north. Its northern tributaries are Suki, Mor, Guli, Aner, Angavati from south side, Purna, Waghur, Girna, Bori, Pandra and Burai. Purna river originates near Gavilgad hill of Chikaldara. Girna is the second major tributary of Tapi. Girna river rises on Mohadri in Kalwan Taluka or Kalwan Tahsil of Nasik district. Girna confluence to Tapi near Rameshwar of Jalgaon Taluka. There are two major projects on Girna. First one is Chankapur, which is located in Kalwan Tahsil, while the second is Girna, which is located in Malegaon Tahsil. So, if you focused on the Girna, a basin or Girna river, you will come to know that this river have a specific characteristics. First of all, it flows from west to east. Likewise, this west to east. But again, it moves or it turns towards west, east to west, and so this is the specific characteristics. Waghur is the third major tributary of Tapi. It originates near Ajanta caves at Aurangabad. Pandra is the fourth major tributary of Tapi. This river rises in Dhule district. Tapi and its tributaries bring large scale sediments with them, so the valley is fertile and productive. So, due to the sedimentation, it is useful for the many purposes, as like irrigation, as like cropping pattern, and particularly for the farmers. So this is all about the Tapi river. Now we have to focus on the Purna. Purna river is the major left bank tributary of Tapi river originating in the Ajanta range of hills in Aurangabad district, Maharashtra. The river lies in the Range Hado region of Maharashtra on the Deccan Plateau, flowing through the district Aurangabad, Buldana, Jalna, Hingoli and Parbhani. So from these five districts it flows towards west side. The catchment area of the Purna river is 15,579 square kilometer. This river forms dendritic drainage pattern. Dendritic means there is a various direction, or from various direction the various channels or tributaries meets to the main channel, that is dendritic pattern. It is the main river in the Marathwada region of Maharashtra, running for about 373 km before it confluences to the Tapi river. The river originates in the Ajanta hill range within the Gautala Wildlife Sanctuary at an elevation of 838 meter. Tapi and Purna meet at Changdev of Muktainagar Taluka district, Jalgaon. So this is all about the Tapi river and Purna river. Actually, Purna river is a main tributary of the Tapi, but it flows for a longer distance, for a larger distance in Maharashtra and particularly on the Deccan Plateau. So this is also included in the west flowing rivers in Maharashtra. So this is all about the west flowing rivers of Tapi and Purna. So today we stop here. Thank you very much.